welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Jake the Improviser, and on this channel I give you tips and tricks how to be a better improviser and how to progress your improvised comedy group to the next level. So welcome to the channel. In today's video we are going to discuss the most important rule of improvised comedy and also a bonus tip which is right at the end of this video. So make sure you stick around to the end so you get that bonus tip and listen in for all the informative information I'm going to give you today. The most important rule in improvised comedy, and it's the most simple rule, everyone would learn this as a beginner in improvised comedy, is yes and. It might sound ridiculous, but yes and is the most important rule to move your scene forward and to make it a positive scene. So I've been performing improvised comedy for many years, and I've watched loads of shows, and the main core of the shows, each player yes ands each other. So if you don't know what yes and is, so for example, if I was doing a scene in a bakery, I would go to my colleague or my scene partner, "Hi Gary, we're in a bakery today, how are you doing today?" If Gary was like, "No, we're not in a bakery, we're in a spaceship," that is called a block, because he blocked my offer. That would be a negative scene, because then it would just basically go into a complete chaos circle of block, 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 and the scene would go nowhere compared to yes and. So let me start that scene again. "Hi Gary, we are in a bakery. You are my colleague after all." Gary would say, "Yes, I am Jake, and we're gonna make some donuts today. Some jam donuts, some vanilla donuts, and some cinnamon donuts for our boss." As you can see, that example, Gary said, accepted my offer as we're in a bakery, yes. And then he added some more information. He yes-anded my offer. So you see this a lot in improvised comedy, long form and short form. So it doesn't go directly yes and. They could, in fact, accept the offer in a different way rather than saying yes and. Yes and is the core, fundamental way of accepting an offer. But you could accept an offer like, "Sure, yeah, we've been working in this bakery for 16 years. As a beginner, you would learn yes and. The most important rule in improvised comedy. I still go back to that core today when I'm in my shows. If my scene partner offers me a ridiculous offer, like we're in a spaceship on the planet Z, I'm like, "Yes, of course we are." It makes for a great positive scene and it allows the scene to move forward. If I was just to block my scene partner, the scene would go nowhere and it'd be very negative and argumentative scene. And as an audience member, the audience don't want to see two improvisers arguing on stage about where they are or who they are to each other, what's their relationship. So that is the main rule of improvised comedy, the core, one of the core rules. I would go into in-depth to other rules of improvised comedy on the channel in a future video. So you've stuck around for long enough, and now I'm going to tell you bonus tip to improve your improvised comedy scenes with your scene partner, and it is rule of three. So the rule of three implies to stand-up, improvised comedy, sketch comedy. You see this rule of three play out in a lot of scenes you'll see in improvised comedy or some sketch shows or many stand-up comedians use rule of three as well. I used it the other day in one of my shows. So the rule of three is, if you get a certain laugh from the audience and you pick up that laugh, it might be that you've done a weird movement on stage, or you said a word incorrectly, but you still got a laugh from the audience. If you do that the second time, you get another laugh, exactly the same as the first time. You want to get that laugh again, you do it for the third time. So it might be a weird movement on stage, a weird offer to your scene partner, or just a punchline you might say 3 times if you're a stand-up comedian and you've written it in your material to use the rule of 3 for that particular joke. I love using the rule of 3. If you go over using the same joke 3 times, it becomes boring for the audience member, and that is my bonus tip to make you guys a better improviser. So what you've learned in this video is the simple fundamentals of improv comedy, which is yes and the bonus tip, rule of 3. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. I make weekly content on this channel 3 times a week. So if you do want to stick around and subscribe, hit that notification button and the bell to subscribe to the channel. This channel is for you to become a better improviser, and it's for me to document my journey into hip-hop improv, which I'll be doing in March. So stick around this channel and you'll see little vlogs from me talking about my journey into hip-hop improv. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!